to day 9 of the challenge. So we're kind of more than halfway through, nearly halfway through now. Can't do my maths. So yesterday we focused on the BK and keeping that nice long exhale. So that's going to be the theme of the week. So just to reiterate, the BK is the point of pause after the exhalation. So it's just naturally we do it anyway. So you probably don't notice, but we do pause naturally. So the BK is just trying to accentuate that pause, and it's not anything forced. So it's a natural. When we sort of pause after the exhale, as soon as you feel that urge to inhale, then just gently let yourself inhale. So it's not like we're not sort of straining at any point during the pause. So let's begin. We are going to start standing, and I should have mentioned, sorry, that you are going to need if you want to squat, your nice block, something maybe the depth of this, maybe a book, maybe a bit thicker if you know that you can't squat so deeply without support. So just maybe grab something now if you can. You can also use a pillow, but it's not that stable and it might not be high enough for you. So you need to sort of have a look around, see what you've got to hand. So that's that. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to make sure I know what we're doing this morning. Okay, yeah. So hopefully you're ready. So we're going to start standing today. So we're just going to have the feet hip width apart. Just making sure that we're nice and long in the spine, the chin is in, the shoulders are down, back and down and relaxed if we can. Just turning inwards for a moment, just to connect with ourselves and our breath this morning. Noticing your breath. Just noticing the body. Have a quick scan through your body if you want to see if you're holding tension, where that is. Maybe you can breathe into that area to release, or maybe it's too early in the morning. Okay, and then when you're ready, just blink the eyes open. So we're going to take the arms overhead just to start to warm up. And just coordinate that with breath. So keep the eyes open when we do this, and I'll talk you through. We're going to do 6 rounds. So I'll just talk you through the first 2. It's quite simple. So we're going to inhale to take the arms all the way overhead. So really side sweep the arms. See if you can get a nice drawing together with the shoulder blades as you come up. Yeah, using your Ujjayi breath if you can. And then exhale. Notice the contraction and the pulling in of your tummy muscles as you lower the arms down. So that contraction, we really want like pubic bone all the way up the front of the body if we can. That contraction and wave contraction as we exhale. Let's go again. Inhale all the way up. Linking your breath to the length of the movement. And then exhale. Down the arms. Okay, so 4 more rounds. Inhaling to go up. And then when you're ready, exhaling to sweep down. So this is just warming up the back. 3 more rounds. Okay, so just finishing, making that your last one. And then we're going to come into a standing forward bend. So we know the drill now for the morning forward bend, hopefully. So you can either slide the hands down in front of the legs as you exhale. You can sweep the arms behind as you come forward, which is slightly more intense, but not as intense as if you were to come down with the arms out stretched. All right, so you decide which version you would like this morning, and you can mix and match. You can start more gentle and then build up. So we're going to start with 6 rounds. We just want to get warmed up, really. So I don't think we're going to lower the arms in between. If you feel like you need to lower the arms in between each forward bend, then do so. But I'm just going to sort of just do the 6. So come up, back down again. And then that way we can really try to warm up quickly or quicker. Okay, so when we're ready, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, sweep arms behind, or whichever version you're taking, to forward fold. Inhale, push through the feet to come back up to standing, all the way overhead. And then you're going to exhale into your forward bend. Feel free to lower the arms if you need to. Push through the feet to come all the way up to standing. Sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. So don't forget, as we're folding forward, we're pulling in and up the tummy muscles, taking the torso to the thighs, tucking the head at the end. Push through the feet. We're aiming to get sort of a nice flat back to come up. We're building the muscles in the back. If you're doing the leg version, the version where you run hands down the leg, then you might want to have more of a rounded spine. But as we go through this, we're looking to build some muscle in the back. You spend most of the day, or if you work in an office, you'll spend most of the day at your computer. And I think it's important that we really try to get those back muscles engaged, because we often lose it when we're just sitting all day. Okay. So just making that your final one if you're still working. And then we're going to come into a nice warrior one. So these postures hopefully are becoming really familiar now. So the back leg is 45 degrees, the front leg, I'll say that again, we're stepping 45 degrees with the right leg and stepping forward with the left leg. And then you can widen the stance if you need to stop you wobbling. So we start with straight legs, and then as we inhale, we just bend the front leg. Take the arms all the way overhead. It's a slight back bend just to get everything warmed up. I'm really particularly looking to focus on the calf muscles, so really pushing that heel into the ground if you can. Let's go. Inhale, taking arms overhead, bending that front knee, making sure the knee doesn't come over the toes. Exhale to lower. If you prefer a side sweep with the arms, you can do that. Anything just to get the back and the shoulders moving. One more round here, just making sure that that back leg is straight. Good. And then you step or shuffle the foot back. Just take a moment to notice the difference between the right and the left side. It's incredible, just a little stretch like that, you feel, oh, I can feel the difference. So left side, 45 degrees with the foot, stepping forward with the right. And you can keep it shallow if you want to, you don't have to step really far forwards, just work within your range. No straight legs, hips are working towards the front, but they won't go completely. And then when you're ready, inhaling, sweeping arms overhead, bending that front knee. Exhale to lower the arms and straighten the front leg. So let's go 3 more rounds in our own time here. That back leg, is it nice and straight? Just gently bring your legs together. So hopefully you feel sufficiently warmed up to go into your squat and that you've got your support that you need. You grab that if you've got it to hand. And again, like yesterday, if you don't want to do full squat, you can do half squat or squat as deep as you can or wish. So just to remind you, so you're going to inhale the arms over. As you come into that half squat, it's almost like you're sitting on a chair. Okay. And then inhale to come back up again. You've got the option to take the arms down if you want to, if you need that just a moment. But if you don't, then you can just go straight back down into your squat. Okay. So, if you're using the block, putting your heels on the block, having the feet wide enough to be comfortable with the hips. So we're going to take 6 rounds. So you're going to inhale to take arms overhead. And then you're going to exhale, pull the tummy muscles in, slowly coming down as far as you can or want to. And we're just placing the hands on the floor, chin tucks in at the end. Inhale, we're going to lift the arms, try to get the back nice and flat. And we're going to push through the feet. Exhale, let's go again. Inhale to take the arms overhead. Coming up. And exhale this. We're going to make this the last one actually, because I'm going to add in a BK. If you want to. Maybe this is enough for you today, and that's cool. If you want to add in the BK, we can do that. It just intensifies it a little bit. So if you're doing the half chair, not half chair, the chair pose, half squat, or the full squat, the breathing is going to be the same. So you're going to inhale. So I'll show you the first one. You're going to inhale, and then you're going to stay here exhaling. And on that exhale, see if you can relax the shoulders. And then on the BK, that pause, we're going to move down into our squat. And then inhale to come up. So it's quite a lot. You might want to lower the arms at the end of that one, just so you can take another breath. This is really training the breath, conditioning the breath. If you find it's too much and you're a bit of short breath, then you can just return back to the normal inhale, exhale. I'm going to just guide you through 2 more with the BK to give you the option if you want to try. So, inhaling, exhale, relax the shoulders, pulling up with the muscles of the tummy. BK coming down into the squat. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower the arms. One more round. Exhale to to relax the shoulders. Squeeze the tummy muscles. BK into your squat. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower the arms. So that is really quite strong on the breath. If you did it, you might just want to take a moment just to take some nice long breaths. If you feel a bit short of breath now. But it does work the body in a different way, as you probably felt. So yeah, let's maybe come down. We're gonna, actually no, I'm not gonna come down, we're gonna stay here for a moment. So maybe if you need to, just gonna take a few nice breaths here. Then we're going to go to the top of the mat. And we're going to do a little sequence. So I'll show you first, it's very short. So you're going to inhale, you're going to exhale to come forward. And then you're going to do inhale halfway. So you can place your hands on your shins here if you want to try and get a nice flat back as you inhale. And then you're going to exhale, and you're just going to step back, if you can, best you can, into a nice downward dog. You're going to look up, and step forward. Again, that flat back. Exhale to go into your forward bend, and then inhale to come all the way back up again. So we're sort of intensifying it a little bit this morning. Yeah. So see how you feel. You don't have to do the downward dog if you don't want to. But yeah, give it a go. It's quite a nice lengthening posture. So let's give it a go, maybe 4 rounds. So inhaling, taking arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Hopefully your back's warmed up by now. If not, you can take the variation of having the hands on the sacrum. Yeah. Inhale, coming up halfway, so hands on the shins, flat back, chin is in if we can. Exhale to fold forward. You're still breathing out if you step back into your downward dog. Maybe stay here for 1 breath. Looking up at your hands. Stepping through. Flat back. As we inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale to sweep up. And again, you can just take a different variation on the forward bend if you want to. Right, let's go again. Got my t-shirt here this time. And inhale, take arms all the way overhead. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, half forward bend, so hands on the shins. Trying to keep the chin tucked in. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back into your downward facing dog. And then we're going to stay here for 1 breath. So look towards your hands. See if you can bring the leg up. In between the hands, you might have to shuffle it around a bit if it doesn't quite go. And then from here, we're going to do a nice inhale to that half forward bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come up. Last round. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back into down dog on this main breath. And then just staying here for 1 round of breath if it's comfortable. And you can have the legs as bent as you want. You're just really thinking to push through the hands to get a nice length in that spine. The shoulder blades are sort of working towards each other, pushing through all of the fingers to get that nice stretch. And then when you're ready, you're going to look towards the hands and try to get that foot in between the hands, if not just making the adjustment as you do it. Inhaling, so that half forward bend, hands on the shins. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale to come all the way up. Exhale to lower the arms. Okay, good. So we're going to come down. We're going to have a little rest now on our mat. We're going to lay down for a second. Well, not for a second, for the rest of the practice. I just want you to lay just that little sequence, which was quite intense, and the squat with the BK again, which was quite intense. So now just have a little rest for a moment. Just let the body settle. Okay, so we're going to do a tiny bit of core, well, a little bit of core work. It's not tiny. It's quite a lot actually. So you're going to start with your one leg. So let's start with our left leg bent and our right leg outstretched. Yeah, and we start with the arms overhead. So what we're going to do is on an inhale, well, actually we're just going to stay here on an inhale. It's on the exhale that we move, and we're going to lift the leg if it's comfortable and lower the arms to come into this position. So lift legs, lift your leg, lower the arms. Inhale, lower leg, lower arms. But as we do that, we want to really try to make sure that this, on the exhale, this is engaged all around the tummy muscles. You might even find that you can push the lower back into the floor to give you some extra stability. If the leverage is too much here with the leg, you can just, if you want to have the leg bent, that's fine, and just work with a bent leg. And then that makes it slightly less strenuous on your lower back. If you wanted to make it more intense, you could do double leg. So, but really being mindful that everything is engaged and your lower back is pushing into the floor. Okay? So, you choose what you want to do. We're going to take a nice big breath here. So the leg is flat, the arms are overhead. Nice big breath in. Exhale. Lifting that one leg, lowering the arms. Making sure that the tummy muscles are engaged. Even on the inhale, we want to keep some contraction as we lower the legs and the arm. Don't just let the leg flop down. Exhale, lifting the leg, lowering the arms. Just making sure your chin is sucked in as well. As we inhale, we open the body, lower the leg, lower the arms. Okay, 4 more rounds. Exhale, lift the leg, lower the arms. Inhale. Exhale. So just making sure you're really engaging your pelvic floor and those tummy muscles. Back is pushing into the floor as you lift your leg. And you're keeping that engagement for the lower back as you lower the arms and the leg. Excellent. So let's just switch the leg over. So now you're going to have the left leg nice and long. Yeah, and don't forget you can have the leg bent. Sometimes we're weaker on one side than the other, so you can notice what's going on. But do bend the leg if you feel like it's too much leverage to lift the leg straight. So nice big inhale here. And then you're going to exhale. Before you even move, you're going to contract the tummy muscles. Exhale to lift the leg. Inhale to straighten, what am I talking about? Inhale to lower. Exhale as we lift the leg and the arms. 3 more rounds. Finish. Exhale the arms down by your sides. You can bring the foot in if that's comfy. And just rest for a moment. So we're going to work now with the BK a little bit, laying down. And we did this posture yesterday, so hopefully it's going to start to become a bit more familiar. So I'll remind you, first of all, so you're going to inhale, you're going to drop the knees apart, take the soles of the feet together. You're going to take the fingers and point them towards the ceiling. And you're going to stay here as you exhale. Drop the shoulders, engage the tummy muscles. It's almost like you're trying to hollow out that tummy. Keep the engagement in the tummy as you move the arms back on the BK. And you might find that you can hollow or engage or something else happens in the lower tummy area. Stay here to inhale. And then you'll exhale to lower the arms. And just bring the knees back together again. All right, so we're going to do 4 rounds. The main thing I want you to focus on is that hollowing out of the tummy. If you can, and you know, the tummy might not hollow, but I want you to feel as if it is, so the muscles are, you know, pulling in and out, and it's from from the pubic bone really, all the way up to the sternum. It's like a big drawing in and out. And then you're maintaining that on the BK. And then as we inhale, you gently start to release that. There is some engagement, but it's not as intense. So you just, you know, there's like a softening slightly. Right, let's give it a go. So when you're ready, you're going to inhale, take the arms up 45 degrees, dropping the feet out to the sides, the knees out to the sides and the feet pressing together. Exhale, draw in and up with that tummy area. So pubic bone to sternum, and the shoulders are relaxing. BK, taking the arms all the way overhead. Relaxing here to inhale. As we inhale, starting from the starting at the chest. Exhale. Bring the legs together and the arms down. Okay, I think you've got that. So let's just do it 3 more times and I don't need to cue you, I think you've got it. So inhale. Just draw the tummy up on the exhale. Make sure it's the BK to lower the arms back down, and then here you're going to inhale before you move. So you might even be able to breathe into the hips here and feel that the hips can release. And then when you're ready, exhale. Drop the arms, knees come together. Keep going. Inhale, knees apart, soles of the feet together. Arms 45 degree. Exhale, relax shoulders, pull the tummy muscles in. BK, see if you can pull the tummy muscles in a bit more as the arms come overhead. Inhale. And then exhale. So even on this exhale that we're doing at the end, you're still going to be drawing in your tummy muscles as we lower the arms. And we squeeze the legs together. Last one. Inhale, arms 45 degrees, knees apart. Exhale, draw tummy in. Relax the shoulders. Making sure your chin is tucked in. BK. See if we can squeeze the tummy muscles a bit more. And then inhale. Exhale, squeeze the legs together, drawing in and up with the tummy muscles. Lower the arms. Oh, beautiful. It's made me really relaxed. So just relaxing there for a second. I'm just going to check in the next position. Okay, yeah. So we're just going to take a few hip raises to finish off the practice before we do a little bit of breathing. So, the same way you are, have the feet on the floor. Bring the feet in relatively close to the hips, as close as you can really. Have the hands by the sides, the chin is in. So it's a starting position. And then on the inhale, we're going to lift through the hips and take the arms overhead. It's like almost like the chest comes to the chin. Exhale as we lower the arms and drop the hips to the floor. You've probably all done it a million times. Let's go. So we're going to do 5 more rounds, well, 6 rounds, sorry. Inhale, lifting the hips, arms overhead. Exhale, dropping the hips, lowering the arms. So it's a nice little back bend. If you know that your lower back, your back isn't very good this morning, or you know, back bends aren't for you, then I would suggest to just do pelvic floor tilts. Yeah. So you're going to inhale, lift the pelvis towards you, exhale, take the pelvis away. So you're still getting that same movement, but it's just not as intense. If you're okay to do that, then we're going to go again. So you're going to inhale to take the hips up, arms overhead, exhale to lower. So 3 more rounds, just working in your own time with your Ujjayi breath. And just being mindful that we are still pulling in and up the pelvic floor area on that exhale as we lower. And again. Okay. So if you feel that urge to take your knees in, then please do that and rock or roll, whatever you want to do, just to make your back feel balanced. If you don't need to do that, that's fine as well. You're going to just allow the legs to come out into your Shavasana. So once you've finished rocking, if you're in this position, you're going to allow the legs to drop as well, or if you want to keep the feet on the floor, that's fine. So if you can, come into Shavasana, so the feet are hip width apart, feet are flopping out to the sides, palms are facing up, chin is in, and then we just relax into the floor if you can. It's a nice, natural breath, no ujjayi. As we breathe in, we may want to visualize some light, golden light coming in, healing whatever needs to be healed this morning. And as we exhale, we can just imagine that we're letting go a little bit deeper into the floor, releasing what's not required. Let's see if you can release a bit more, melt into the floor a tiny fraction bit more. And if you want to stay in Shavasana, then feel free to making sure that you're warm enough to stay on the floor this morning. It's getting cold. We never really want to be cold when we're doing yoga. Wiggling fingers and toes if you want to transition back into your day. Feet come up, place them on the floor, rolling onto your side. And then you're going to push yourself up into a seated position. I'm going to grab my little cushion, or you can use the book that you was using earlier, the bold stuff, whatever it is that you had. Just to come into a nice seated position. Just making sure that your knees are lower than the hips if possible. And that your spine is nice and straight. Taking the shoulders down the back. And then there's always a slight tucking in of the chin. Eyes are closed. And I'm just going to guide you through a short breathing practice. So we're going to take the B breath, and we're just going to do it really simply today. We're not going to include any hand movements. If you want to, you can use your fingers just to close the flappy bit of the ear. Just really gently closing that if you want to. It just intensifies the breath. But if you don't want to, that's fine. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, and then on the exhale, we're going to hum. And you're just going to hum for as long as you can, engaging the tummy muscles as we hum. If you want to close the ears, you can as well. So I'm not going to do that this morning, but we're going to take 6 rounds. So when you're ready, nobody can hear you, remember? Although if you have got people asleep in the next room, you might want to maybe just do a gentle hum. So when we're ready, inhaling. Exhale to hum. Just go with your own breath length, working in your own time, and I'll let you know when we're finishing. So just finishing the round you're on, and I'll take in another one if you're sort of keen. And just take a moment just to let the effects of the practice and that breath work just settle in the body. Noticing any change in how you feel from when you awoke 30-40 minutes ago until the moment now while we're sitting together. And then whenever you're ready, you can just take the palms together. If you just feel like you want to sit and meditate, then feel free if you're in that space. Otherwise, you're going to take your palms, place them together, place them on the sternum, over that lovely heart area, and then just bowing the head towards the heart. And if you feel you want to, then you can make your Sankalpa, which is your intention for the day ahead. Or feel free to offer gratitude if you prefer. I just want to offer some gratitude to the bodies that have arrived on the mat today, arriving wherever they are, doing the best that they can, working within the practice. So just gratitude, even if we've got aches and pains, that we're still able to come to our mat and do our practice, especially the breath practice, which is so important. So thank you from my heart to yours. Namaste.